Hey, contact? Yeah. Be behind. Good. Here. You be facing this way. Be behind. Oh, you want to put it back here? Yeah. All right, folks, we got about 5 minutes to prepare, get the sound system back up. Let's remain prayerful. Switch sides there.
Check. 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 Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here today to remember little Caylee Marie. We invite the media to come to hear the truth of what God is speaking to America today. And He is speaking the truth. In just a few short moments, we're going to show you the root of the problem. Why Cayce did what she did. And why mothers in this nation, by the hundreds and thousands and millions, have done the very same thing. If you want to know what God has to say about what has happened in America today, you have to know and come and hear. Here's the problem, and Jesus said it very well in Matthew chapter 23. He said this: Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how I long to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing. Think about that. He was talking to Jerusalem. And now God is talking once again to America. Oh, America, America! If you knew how I longed to gather your children together as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings. But you were not willing. Not willing to listen, America. Oh, you may be upset with a jury. You may be upset with a judge. You may be upset with a verdict, or you may be pleased with a verdict, but you don't know what God has to say, because you don't want to hear it. You who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you. The people that speak the truth to you, you don't want to hear it. And He said, look, your land stands before you laying desolate. Desolate. Bloodshed is following bloodshed. Murder is rampant in the streets. Kids are killing kids without a whim or a conscience. Workers are killing their fellow workers in business places. Murder is savaging us, and we do not know, and we are not willing to listen to the truth. Why is it that we have been turned over to such violence? Why is it that we have been turned over to statutes that are not good and laws that we cannot live by? I'll tell you why, because God tells us why in Ezekiel. He tells us that I will turn you over to statutes that are not good and laws that you cannot live by, and I will fill you with horror so that you will know that I am God. I want you to know that America is filled with horror. As we saw what Cayce did to little Caylee, just threw her in a little trash bag, put some duct tape across see what has been going on in the womb for these 39 years since Roe versus Wade was passed on January 22nd, 1973. And I want you to know that mothers are as much in chains right now as Cayce Anthony is. Because God tells us in Proverbs chapter 28, verse 17, a man who is guilty of murder shall become a fugitive until death. Let no one support him. Do you understand that there are mothers with a ball and chain around their neck called abortion, the murder of a child, that is dragging them into the depths of despair and despond and depression, from which they cannot extricate themselves, and that which they thought was going to set them free, getting rid of a little baby boy or a little baby girl, has become a ball and chain, and they have become fugitives. And there are not enough margaritas that can be drunk to make that pain go away. Behold, baby choice. Now you will see, though she is dead, yet she still speaks. You ask what happened to little Caylee Marie. You need look no further than this little baby. What will it be, America? Another legislative solution? Another multi-billion-dollar program to take us out of this pit? Another executive order? Another Supreme Court ruling to make everything better? We are way beyond that. We are a nation steeped in sin and blood, and now we are seeing it before our very eyes, and we are horrified because God said, I will fill you with horror so that you will know that I am God. If this isn't enough, God has more. God has more disaster than the United States of America has relief. Flat out. So my friends, if you're not holding a sign, I'd like you to come back up here right behind me. And though he is dead, yet he still speaks. His little picture has become an eloquent voice for his preborn brothers and sisters. But America does not want to look at this, does not want to say that we have allowed this to go on, does not want to say. You see, when they see this picture, it convicts us of guilt. It convicts us. We don't want to be confronted with this. But until we're willing to be confronted with it, we will not see Jesus again. Until we receive the message from God. And that message is loud and clear.
Creation.
the name of the Lord. The truth. You just tell the truth. You tell him he already knows that you've been longing for. He's the one that you've been looking for. There's nobody else that can do what he does. He's calling you. You follow him and you'll find real freedom, and the truth will set you free. So put your trust in him. I need Jesus. Come to my rescue. Come on, reach out and just lift me up. I can't fix me. There's no other name. Oh, capture me with grace. I will follow you. This world has nothing for me. I'm going to introduce you to Rusty Thomas. He's got our closing word. I want you to notice that all of America